been on. Ride my vibe, baby.
Let me ride the vibe. Listen, ride the vibe. Listen, ride the vibe. Listen.
I wanna see what you've been on.
What's up, Game Changers, and welcome to the Game Changers Podcast. I'm your host, TJ, aka Mr. Game Changer, and I'm back with another episode of the Game Changers Podcast. This is episode 107, and welcome everyone, man. Welcome to all my new people. Welcome to all my old people. Man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, yo. I mean, when we talk about the quote, life be lifing, yo. Life really be life, and like, I really be wanting to come in here and just sit down and do this whole podcast. But just like any podcast, it's a production, and I'm solo dolo right now. So I'm producing, I'm editing, I'm putting the videos out, I'm doing all of that, I'm promoting. Like, it takes a lot, but I'm willing to give a lot, but some things have been, taking my time and attention. So, of course, you got to handle that stuff first, especially when it comes to money and when it comes to family. So, and I really want to divulge some things, but I cannot right now. I would definitely do that at a later date. But I mean, y'all pray for your boy. Pray for T, man. I need it. Jesus, please with me, yo. I be praying to God every day, yo. I still love you, God. I appreciate you, God. All that. Just take the time on my own platform to thank you, God. I appreciate it. Even though all the hard stuff I've been going through, you gotta thank God, bro, because it can be so easy if I just sit up here and just give up on him. Like, yo, man, I ain't really been seeing you lately. Like, I don't think I've been receiving blessings. I don't think I've been receiving this. Like, a lot of people expect to, like, God to give, which he does all the time. But what are we going to give back? What are we going to produce? How are we going to deal with these tough situations that we have in life? You get what I'm saying? Me as a game changer, the game changer that I am, I have to sit down and I have to collect myself, okay? In difficult situations, in situations where I don't feel the best, in situations where I'm angry, I'm upset, I have to sit down and I have to collect myself, okay? I have to come, woosah, all right, Martin off of Bad Boys, woosah, okay? I got to come together and I got to really think about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, where I'm going, who I'm doing it with, you get what I'm saying? Like, just think about how to handle my emotions. Like, me as a 27-year-old man, like, I'm still young and I'm still learning how to deal with my own emotions, yo. Like, you know how many times I be ready to spaz? When I say spaz, yo, I mean really spaz. Like, and that's what I want. I don't only want this podcast to be, we talk about sports and entertainment. I want y'all to get to know me too. Get to know TJ. And y'all probably ain't gonna know me like all the way, but to a certain extent where you can come on this platform and you can watch this and you be like, yeah, that's something TJ would say, or that's something TJ would feel, or sometimes y'all might be able to predict my takes on certain things, like whether it's a sports topic or entertainment, music, movie topic. Oh shoot! I'm just a side note. I've been I've been seeing a lot of coverage, a lot of media on the movie Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler and starring Michael B. Jordan. I'm going to see it. I am going to see it April 18th, and I will come in here and I will give my take on the movie because I've seen it has 100% Rotten Tomatoes. 100%. So many people have been saying it, that it's a very good movie. It's a very good original movie. The people who have seen the pre-screenings. So I can't wait for it to come out. But, I definitely want y'all to get to know me because, most people that know me know that I'm pretty nice, calm, chill. But like, I don't think rarely people have seen me like spaz or get upset or just get angry. doing my DDG growl. Like, yo, I can get there, but just back to controlling emotions, like that's something you have to learn if you want to be like a not only a man but just an adult. Like, how do you control your emotions in situations that you're not necessarily comfortable in? Let's wake it up. Let's wake it up. What the girlies be doing? Let's wake it up. How do you handle your emotions in those type of situations? Like, most people would spaz. Most people would get angry. Most people would get an attitude and instantly let their aura of rage show, aura of being upset show. But can you be calm through the storm? People shooting guns, boom, shooting at you, shooting arrows at you, boom, throwing rocks, hiding their hand. Them the worst ones for real. Show me your gun. Okay, cool, you got a gun. I know what I'm dealing with. But you throw that rock. What rock did I throw? I didn't throw any rock. Them people be the worst. Like, I just seen you. What you gonna say you didn't throw the rock? Like, yo, y'all see what type of timing I'm on today. Just know, man, all my game changers out there, I want y'all to be able to control y'all emotions no matter what the situation is. Of course, there's going to be situations where it's necessary to spaz and to, get in that active mode, but not in situations where people want to see you in that mode purposefully. Some people just want to see you get mad. Some people want to see your downfall. Some people just want to see you be destructive. Don't let them win, y'all. Control your emotions. That's the phrase of the day. Control your emotions. But speaking of shooting or people shooting at you, let's get straight into it. Ja Morant. G.I. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, they calling him G.I. Ja. Okay, so Ja Morant is an NBA player, and he got fined $75,000 for doing a gun pose. So he hits a three. Usually it's based on a three. It's like a 3-point celebration. I don't know if he does it when he dunks or makes a hard layup or anything, but I think it's mainly on the three. He puts up a gun signal and does like that. Okay, so boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom on the basketball court. So, previous to this fine being assessed to Ja Morant, the league office asked him, "Can you not do this?" And literally the next game, he did the same thing. So they fined him $75,000, and now he has a new celebration where he takes a pin out of a grenade, throws the grenade, and covers his ears. Like that. So he takes pin out, throws the grenades, covers his ears, shocked or whatever. And Ja Morant came out and said that it's not what you guys think. I'm just paraphrasing right now because I don't have the quote with me, but it's not what you guys think. I'm just showing that the words I'm expressing, I can take them and I can throw them away. Something like that. Hold on, I'm gonna grab the quote. But it forced him to be creative, and the NBA kind of forced me to be on Ja Morant's side after they fined him, because I found it unnecessary for them to fine him real money, and other players do it. Other players do this exact celebration, but just because it's Ja Morant and he has a history, he got in trouble with the law, and the kids say he got pistol whipped or something, pulled out a gun on him. But if other people are doing this, how are you gonna find? Like, I can see you banning it in the league. No more gun poses, but for you to find one person and not ridicule others that have been doing it also, it's kind of crazy. So I'm on Ja Morant's side as far as like he shouldn't have been fined. And I'm gonna look up his statement on the grenade. Let's see. Okay, he said, Ja Morant says it's not a grenade 3-point celebration. I'm taking my words and I'm throwing them out there. Okay, now I'll give you 10 points for creativity. Now, at first, I'm like, this is straight BS, but I'm with him. If it's BS or not, I wouldn't care because I just got fined $75,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be petty and I'm going to come out with a celebration that's very similar to, actions that, would come from shooting a gun is the same actions that can come from throwing a grenade. Okay. And I've never been with the shooting of the gun celebration, like whether it's in football or basketball. I've never been with that because like I've shot a gun before, so I know what that entails, and I know, like, you get what I'm saying? I know the feeling of that. So those, I'm not saying I shot at somebody, but I've shot a gun before. So when you shoot a gun, like it's a responsibility that comes to it. And I know I'm getting a little bit too deep with it. Oh, T, you getting deep with it. It's just a celebration. It's really not to me because this is a thing that kills people every day. Oh, TJ, but the people use the gun to kill is still a weapon. People use it as a weapon and they kill people with it every single day. So I'm not finna sit up here and do this celebration. Like even I was hooping. This was like 6 months ago or something like that. But I was hooping and a dude hit a three on me. Cool. If you hooping, you can play the best defense in the world. Somebody gonna eventually hit a three on you. He hit a three on me. And then he boop, 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 like with the gun. And I just had to tell him, I just had to tell him straight up, I don't play like that. That's exactly what I said to him. I'm like, bro, I don't even play like that. And he was like, nah, bro, my bad. I ain't really mean it like that. It's just and he was trying to explain it to me. I was just like, I was just letting you know. Cause like, I'm not sitting up here. I'm not threatening him. Like we from Chicago. That may sound like a threat, me telling him that, but I was just being straight up. Cause I really don't. I take that serious. If I sit up here and hit a three on somebody and be like, chemotherapy, cancer, I'm sending cancer your way. Hope you get cancer. Hope you get cancer, nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, like these celebrations are getting out of hand, but I take it like that. You probably thinking, TJ, what's the correlation? The correlation is death. What is this leading to? Especially with our young black boys. What is Ja Morant setting the example of now? That's why I'm on the other side. It's like in the conversation of should Ja Morant have been fined or not, I'm on the side of he shouldn't have been fined because other people do it. Now, is it good for Ja Morant to continue to do this celebration? I don't think nobody in the league should be doing this celebration because Ja Morant as a NBA icon, okay? And he's iconic because he sets a standard. He looks like I'm not trying to say he a role model because not all NBA players want to be role models, but he looks like our young black boys. Like our young black boys looks up to him because he looks similar to them. Like he has certain mannerisms. Like, you feel me? He goes out there and hoops and he does his thing. Now the other side of that is he's over here shooting these guns and our young black boys have guns out of nowhere, 16, 15, 14 when they shouldn't be. And now, some of that is on the rap culture, but still being a young black man in the NBA, you should represent yourself just a tad bit better. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't want little kids, even the BTS. I'm not really tripping over that, but it's like I take that as a level of respect too. Like, y'all know what BTS means. I mean, it means belt to anus. You feel me? I didn't use the real word, but belt to anus. And I'm literally, I do a little, it's this thing at my church called Kids Connection. And every 2 weeks at church, the kids come and they learn a different way. So they come in the classroom and they have a different lesson than what's being preached in church, because kids learn different ways. But before they get into church, we have them in the gym so their parents can drop them off. So, I'm playing basketball with them. We going up and down the court. I'm just playing with them. But one of the kids, he hit a 3 on me. He got the BTS. Now, y'all tell me, am I tripping? That's cool. People could just, that's like, is that what we're doing nowadays? We doing celebrations against each other, talking, like, I get talking smack. Like, I don't even do that, but I'm cool with it. People talk stuff. I don't necessarily respond unless, like, I want to go there. Like, it's people that can get me, like PJ, he can get me there. Jay, that's my homie Jay. He can get me there if he wanted to. My brother Cortez, like, it's a couple people that can get me to really talk, but I don't really do that. So when you get to the BTS or boo, I just take that as disrespect, me personally. So I'm looking at the little kid, I just made a comment. I'm like, oh, y'all disrespect getting crazy nowadays. See, that's when I turned up on them. Look, ain't nobody, what is it called? Ain't nobody, I can't think of the word, but anybody can get it when it come down to that. Okay, so this little kid, he said little BTS and then or BTA or whatever he was saying, and I'm like, okay, now I got you. I'm finna next to I hit 2 threes in a row. But I'm not saying nothing to him. I'm cooking him. Now this is a little kid. Of course I'ma cook him, but I was playing with him at first. I'm just la da 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 da. Like, they stole the ball from me once. I'm like, you got it. Just playing around with him. But he got the bringing the belt out. I'm like, yo, this is disrespectful, dog. So, y'all let me know in the comments, bro. Is the celebrations getting out of hand? Is it too disrespectful? Is the gun disrespectful? Is the BTA disrespectful? Y'all let me know. In my opinion, I feel like it is. But other people think differently, especially other black people, and then when white people see us do it, the whites gonna imitate us. The little white kids, they see us do it, they go, BTA. Look, that's another reason why. That's another reason why I just want us to just try to get better a little bit. You feel me? Because of course, I'm not saying get better for anybody else but ourselves, but I'm saying, like, when we come out here and we do these things, like, these little white kids be imitating that, or white people in general be imitating that and think, oh, this what they do. You feel me? This is cool. This is fun. But then the same scrutiny, the same fine. I've seen somebody else do it in the league. I'm not saying another race, but I'm just saying we get looked at differently. Ja Morant, a young dude with locks, he's gonna get scrutinized differently than if DiVincenzo. That's what I seen do it. Dante DiVincenzo, is he black? No, I don't think he is. I've seen him do the gun sign too, and he ain't get fined. But that's all I'm talking about, bro. We sitting out here and we giving them a sauce, and then they steal the sauce, and then we get arrested, or we get fined, or we get shot for the sauce, and then they sitting up here, and then when it happened in front of them, oh yeah, that's because they was acting ghetto when you was just doing it. My real people, they'll get what I'm saying. But back to Ja Morant. Ja, just I like the new celebration. Let's keep it at that. You throwing the words back at them. as a grenade. I like that you use creativity. See, look, even that right there. You telling me that you taking the words and you throwing it back to the crowd. That shows me that you have creativity. So you can be a little bit more creative with the celebrations instead of the gun. So please keep the grenade, man. I don't want to see no other weapon, no nothing. You feel me? Like, this all I be saying, bro. I come from the school of Kobe Bryant. So that's just me. That's me. I come from that type of cloth, that type of school. A lot of these kids, they come from a cloth, right? A lot of these kids are gonna come from the cloth of Ja Morant. Every time they hit a three, they still gonna do it. And I'ma just leave it at this. When my type of cloth of people meets that type of cloth of people, because imagine, like, I'm only 27. Imagine 3 years from now, I'ma still be hooping. So imagine a 30-year-old is just in the gym with running with 3 years ago, a 16-year-old. He used to be 16, now he 19. He in the same gym, and he come from that Ja Morant cloth, and he in the gym, boop, 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 hitting the threes, talking crazy. I'm just saying, when those two cloths clash, I think my cloth is going to be on the better end of that clash. That's all I'm saying. Because when it gets disrespectful, y'all gonna really see what's really up from people from my cloth. Okay? Cloth talk. Let's talk about it. If y'all would have had cloth talk, let's do it, man. That's who I'm going to have on this couch right here. I'm going to have a younger person just to get their perspective, because I be asking my students all the time, like, just different questions, like, how do y'all feel about this? Or do y'all parents do this? Or how's y'all household? Like, I be asking all type of questions because I don't know how these kids are being raised. I know how I'm gonna raise my kids, similar to how my dad was, just a few screws this way, a few notches that way. I'm gonna adjust some things as far as my parenting, but I don't have a child. And I want to see how I don't know what generation that is that's raising the kids right now, but I put some of that on the parents too. How some of these kids be out here acting, some of the things they be saying. Like, I be like, oh, you said that in front of the teacher, in front of adult, dog. Yo, y'all know I used to get paddled, dog. But then I tell that to them. They be like, oh, Mr. Hamilton, that was back in the day. Y'all can't do that now. You do that to me. If the teacher did that to me. Right. Right. I know what you'll do. Look. Yo, it's a video online. Shout out, I don't even know his name, but I know he from Chicago. But he the dude that do like when you make a YN mad, he was like, he stepped on the YN shoes. She was like, watch where you go. He doing it slow motion. He watch where you going. He was like, you just stepped on my new sneakers. He was like, I don't care about your sneakers. And then the YN was like, okay, you don't care about this then. And then a dot would go on his chest, and then he get the no. See, that's why, look, I'm not scared for real, but like, it's a part of me that's like a little scared. Gotta look behind my back, man, like for real, cause yeah, Mr. Hamilton, shoot, they did that to us, man. Like, they fight teachers, they fight adults, they don't care. Like, the level of respect is just a little different, and I'ma just leave it at that, yo. I'ma just leave it at that. But let's stay in the NBA. We gonna stay in the NBA today. Luka Doncic. Luka made his debut back in Dallas. Not debut, but made his return back in Dallas. For the first time since he got traded about 2.5 months ago, 3 months ago. And it was emotional. It was emotional. I watched the whole game. He scored 45 points, but I really want to hone in on just the atmosphere because first of all, you have, which I thought was kind of weird, but not like I got it about the shirts. So you had shirts that said in Slovenian, welcome back or something like that, whatever it said. It said welcome back Luka or something. And it was shirts all around the arena. But I mean, you would give him that courtesy, but you just traded him away because you thought he was out of shape, his work ethic. He was over 280 or some 300, whatever pounds y'all was saying. And now y'all welcoming him back to his first game. I get the acknowledgement of the legacy he left in his 7 years at Dallas, but that was a little weird to me. But Luka Doncic, I was surprised that Luka was crying. I was like, yo. And you know what that told me? He really thought he was going to play for Dallas for the rest of his career. For the rest of his career. And now just abruptly, like, I'm probably going to remember that night for the rest of my life. Like, my kids are going to be asking me, or my son, yo, Dad, where was you at when... Do you remember when Luka got traded to the Lakers? I'm probably say that was probably one of the worst and best days of my life because I believe the Lakers have a chance to win the championship this year. Especially now that we have Luka on the team. Like I thought we could with Anthony Davis, but like now I'm seeing LeBron and Luka play together. Like it's crazy. Plus Austin Reeves. So that was a crazy moment. And I'm pretty sure it was just as crazy for Luka. So now he's coming back. They show a tribute video. They got everybody in it. They showing him when he was younger. Man, I almost shed a tear. I'm like, dang, y'all traded away this? And a lot of people saying, don't blame Nico. You know, they during the game they were saying fire Nico, fire. So, I think his name is Nico Collins or not Nico Harrison. I don't know his last name. It's either Collins or Harrison. I think it's Collins. But a lot of people were saying that he's only the general manager. This call will definitely come from the higher ups, the people who own the team, and I do believe that. But he did have a huge part to play in this. I'm not even gonna lie. If I'm Nico, I'm saying because the reason I put some blame on him is because him and Rob Pelinka, the general manager for the Lakers, are close. So they were in secret talks about this. Nobody else knew about this. Nobody but them two. So I believe that he had a huge hand to play in this. If I was Nico and I really didn't want this to happen, I would quit my job before I would allow this team to trade Luka Doncic. Like, that's crazy. And I keep saying this, but if the Los Angeles Lakers traded away a 25-year-old LeBron, a 25-year-old Kobe, if Luka was on my team at 25, let's just have the roles reverse. If we had Luka for 7 years and he just took my team to the finals last year and you traded him, oh no, I'm hot. And that's what leads me to the fan aspect. Yo, them fans is hot. The news channel is interviewing the fans before they go in there. The fans is hot. Yo, one lady like, I don't even like LeBron. I came here really to see Luka. And I'm not even a Dallas Mavericks fan no more, but I came here to see Luka. What? Fans devastated. Fans protesting. They're saying fire Nico in the middle of a game while he's watching the game. While Mark Cuban is there. They showed a video of Mark Cuban with his head down, hand on his head, because they screaming fire Nico in the middle of the game. That's crazy. I'm just this whole situation is still baffling when you think about it. Like when I'm sitting down here and I'm going through it in my head. I'm like, okay, Luka, out of shape, not motivated. What else? Some other BS they was saying. It just does not make sense, bro. And I'm still standing on that. Them owners wanted that money for the casino. They didn't want to pay him the supermax, almost $300 some million, maybe 400. Shoot, Luka worth it. Luka is a $500 million man, in my opinion, and I think the Lakers are gonna try to get close to it, but they really can't because he was a part of that team for 7 years. You know, the rookie that comes in with the team, he meets certain benchmarks and reach a certain amount of years, he gets the supermax, and he was eligible for that. Just took his team to the finals, so the fans are pissed. I'm pretty sure Luka was pissed. That's why he had 45 points. I seen him dap up everybody after the game. Even seeing Anthony Davis, dog. Ooh, I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. Seeing Anthony Davis in a Mavs jersey playing against LeBron and the Lakers, it was sick, bro. I was really sick just watching Anthony Davis go out there and play. And I know he didn't give it his all. I don't care if y'all say he's been injured, he's been this, he's been that. AD didn't give his all that game because he's still mad too. Anthony Davis, where's his tribute? Wait, he ain't come back to LA yet, but he gonna get his tribute probably next year. Yeah, because we probably won't play them. A play-in game is coming up. They still got an opportunity, but we not playing them. Dallas gonna lose even if they make it to the first round. They losing in the first round. But Anthony Davis is probably gonna get his tribute next year, but Anthony Davis is still upset about that too. I can see it in his play. I can see it in his face. LeBron and Jackson Hayes tried to joke with him on the court. Bro, he was all business. And that's not to say he still don't have a relationship with Bron and all the players he do. Austin Reeves be texting him. Bron be texting him. All of them. You feel me? But at the same time, he's still upset, bro. He don't look good in that blue and white. He don't. Even though the Mavs jerseys was cold. Them gray ones, they cold. I like them. But not on Anthony Davis. I'm still upset. Believe it or not. I think we can win. And I'm excited about my team. But I miss AD, bro. I miss AD, bro. I promise you I do. But Luka, I feel like he handled that night really well. Like I said, I didn't expect him to cry, but when you so devoted, when you so committed to a team, and they just up and trade you in the middle of the night, and it's coming out with all these allegations that you this, you that, he felt this way, he felt that way. That's why we feel like, we want to build a championship team, and we feel like we can do that with Anthony Davis. No disrespect to Anthony Davis, but you do not trade Luka Doncic, a 25-year-old Luka Doncic that just took you to the finals. You do not trade him to a fairly rival team in the West, a playoff contending, now championship contending team, just because you and the other general manager is cool and you feel like, man, I'm calling BS. But, man, Luka, he might take us to the chip. Luka and LeBron, boy, I ain't gonna lie, G. Luka come down, and one. And like he be getting fouls, he be getting all that. Step back, fade. And after he do that, after he score like 7-8 straight points on you, he come to double. And what he do? Swing it to LeBron James. And what that Slovenian do? He swings it to LeBron James. And what LeBron James do? If LeBron James open, he gonna take it and he gonna smack that three. LeBron is shooting career highs in threes because he ain't got to do as much. I watch it in LeBron play. Like, it's ebbs and flows, and now he really, if he hasn't done it before, now he really can pick and choose where he goes 100% because he has Luka on his team. So Luka passes it to LeBron. LeBron not necessarily. Let's say if LeBron not open, he still back you down. He got that fader right. Ooh, Kobe would be proud because he ain't had that fader when he was on the Heat. I don't even think he had it like that when he came back to the Cavs. Maybe towards the later years of the Cavs, but that fader is there. And then they got somebody younger and a little bit just as strong, just a little bit. Maybe not just as strong as LeBron, but can put a body on LeBron. They got him on LeBron. LeBron get a little tired. Toss it to Austin Reeves. Now, who's guarding Austin Reeves? It's only a few teams that can really guard all three of them and us still not get an open shot because we got Rui Hachimura, we got Gabe Vincent, and we got Finney Smith that's all shooting over 36% from three that can smack it down anytime. If Austin Reeves don't cook, your third best player, we swing it cash. Give me a screen. Austin Reeves on your big man, y'all better play small ball. That's what I'm saying. It's only a few teams that can really guard us for real. Houston Rockets barely. Boston Celtics, even though we only seen them maybe once or twice this season. And the Golden State Warriors, that's who I don't want to see in the first round. Even though it would be good for NBA ratings, I really don't want to see that in the first round because I know they match up us. They match up against us well. They do. And Draymond Green, oh my gosh. I don't want to play him because he might try to hurt LeBron, bro. And LeBron go down with some type of injury. That's, bro, I know Luka gonna be Luka. Austin Reeves gonna do what he do, but LeBron is still the glue for this team. LeBron needs to be somewhat 80% or higher healthy, which I believe he is. But I don't need Draymond Green coming in here with his kicking and swinging and elbowing and taking people out the air. I don't need that in the first round. I don't need that. I really don't. I'll take Dylan Brooks over Draymond. I ain't gonna lie. Even though Brian and him friends, Draymond don't care. He still be having flashbacks from that time. Brian came back from 3-1, folks. Draymond Green still be getting flashbacks. That's why he elbow, bro. The other night, he literally tackled LeBron, bro. I was like, all right, bro, what are we doing, G? Brian was on the ground for like 2 minutes. But, you know, Brian be trying to play it off. He be a little theatrical with it, but still, I don't want to see Draymond in the first round. I don't. And last but not least, last thing I'm going to touch on is the Phoenix Suns has been eliminated from the NBA playoffs. Now, I say this because I knew they weren't going to work at the beginning of the season, and I think if we roll back the clip, go back episodes ago, I think you guys can see that in my discography, but Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. Why wasn't they going to work? Let me refresh your mind. Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are both point guards, okay? Not point guards, shooting guards. They both need the ball, and that's going to collide. They tried to bring Bradley Beal off the bench. It just didn't work. That's what leads me to my second point. They didn't have the team around them to be good. I mean, if I think of people right now that are on the Suns, I really can't think of nobody else because they're not memorable enough to think about. That's how bad they did this season. Which leads me to my third point is Kevin Durant. He did the best he could, but this is not the best situation he wants to be in. I believe he wants to, like, it's a part of him that wants to stay on the Suns, but it's another part of him that doesn't want to stay on the Suns. And this is what I keep saying, like, this is gonna sound crazy, and it's probably gonna be damn near impossible, but Kevin Durant needs to find his way on the Lakers. Now, you would think, hey, TJ, you just said two, and I have been saying this, two shooting guards can't go together. Two players in the same position that are like really ball dominant can't play on the same team. But in their later careers, Kevin Durant more than LeBron has become less ball dominant. And Kevin Durant kind of always been like that a little bit. You feel me? Trying to steer away from the major leader role. But what comes with that leader role is not only taking the last shot, but taking about 30 shots a game. Maybe a little bit more. But I believe as he's getting older, Kevin Durant has steered away from that unless he's just having a spectacular night. If LeBron needs to, he'll go out there and he'll shoot 30 shots. That's the difference. Now, if Kevin Durant can get on the Lakers, then that would be great. I can see a system where Luka, Austin Reeves, Kevin Durant, Bron just can play the four. I mean, Bron been playing the four multiple times in the last 2 years, so I mean, ever since we got rid of our big man, but aside from the Lakers, because I sound really greedy right now, if he doesn't want to stay on the Suns, I don't think he should go back to Golden State. A lot of people have been saying that. I think he should go in a winning situation where he would be needed. So I would like even before he went to the Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie and James Harden, I felt like he should have went to the Knicks. I felt like that would have been a way better situation. But me deep down, I don't think he could have handled that pressure. I'm just being honest with y'all. Can Kevin Durant handle the pressure of being the main guy again at his age? I don't think he can. You know, he tried it at OKC and didn't get it done, went to Warriors, and he needed a whole bunch of help. Have we seen Kevin Durant go out and get it with one other player? No. We seen LeBron do it with Anthony Davis. Who else we seen? We seen Kawhi Leonard do it. With who he had on his team? Kyle Lowry? Danny Green? Who else? Pascal Siakam. My bad. Let me not forget about him. He had Pascal Siakam. Okay, cool. But for Kawhi to do that before Kevin Durant, like, come on, bro. I'm trying to think of another situation. Maybe the Magic. I could see him on the Orlando Magic. Maybe I'm just throwing teams out there. Really. I don't think he should be on any team in the West, really, because it's too crazy. The Bucks, Giannis and Kevin Durant, I can see that. Damian Lillard, Kevin Durant, and Giannis, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Not Detroit, the Knicks, that ship is sailed. Not the Pacers. Yeah, it's not too many situations out there where Kevin Durant can just go and instantly they be a championship team, because, I mean, just from his stock has dropped being with the Suns. I'm not going to lie, even though he's tried his best, he had a decent year, but your stock can still drop if you're on a team that has certain expectations and y'all do not meet those expectations. Devin Booker, is he a Hall of Famer? If he retired, would he be a Hall of Famer right now? No. He needs to put more on his resume. And I think Devin Booker should think about his future with the Suns. I think he needs to sit down with whoever's over the Suns, the GM or the owner, and they need to have a real serious talk on what the next 5 years is going to look like for Devin Booker and the Suns. Because I believe he should stay there, but I believe they need to build a better team around him. Get him a big man and get him a true point guard. Okay, or you can do, because the league is getting smaller, but I still think you need that big man, but you can go get that from anywhere. So maybe a nice 3-and-D guy with I think Bridges was with them when they went to the finals against the Bucks. I think Miles Bridges was good for the Suns. So somebody like that can play defense but also can go get a bucket too. Kevin Durant not the best at defense. I mean, what can you do to fix the Suns? I think you get rid of Bradley Beal. I think you keep Kevin Durant, but you have to either go get a solidified big man or you go get a true point guard and get more shooters on your team. You need more shooters on the team, especially if y'all gonna go small. You need better defenders, better shooters, and a good point guard that's going to start for you guys. It's going to keep the eyes off of Devin Booker and Kevin Durant on some plays. I'm not talking about all the plays, but give me somebody that the defense has to think about. Like with the Lakers, the defense have to really think about Austin Reeves. They already double thinking about LeBron James and Luka, but they also has to think about Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is a shooting guard, but he brings the ball up as the point too. That's all I'm saying. Give this team somebody to really think about, whether it's a big man or a point guard, because I believe the Suns can keep Kevin Durant and still be good, but that whole team, that whole system has to change, bro. It has to. So as far as like legacy, as far as like, it's a lot of questions here. What about these players' legacies? Would it take a hit? Should they stay together next season? It's a whole lot of questions that should be answered with the Phoenix Suns, and I believe we'll find that out sooner than we think. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. Stay blessed, stay up. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, all of that jazz. And one of the most important things in this world is you trying to help others, yo. Because a little bit of inspiration, y'all. A little bit of inspiration. It can go a long way. Remember that. Mr. Game Changer. Excuse me. Mr. Game Changer, I'm signing out.